Hi, this is Mr. Vagin. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draw the diagram of two simple ions. So my first example is the ion potassium 1 plus. To draw the diagram of this ion, you start by drawing the diagram of the potassium atom. So if you look it up in the periodic table, you find that potassium has an atomic number of 19. Therefore, it has 19 protons inside the nucleus of the atom. To calculate the number of neutrons inside the nucleus of this atom, you notice that the number at the bottom of the symbol K is 39.098. If you round it up to the nearest integer, that would be 39. From 39, you subtract the number of protons. So 39 minus 19 equals 20 neutrons. And the number of electrons in this atom is 19 electrons. Remember that the number of protons must equal the number of electrons. So now I'm ready to draw the diagram of the atom. So this one has 19 protons and 20 neutrons inside the nucleus of the atom. To finish the diagram of the atom, I need to place the 19 electrons in the correct orbits. So, and remember the rules. In the first orbit, you cannot have more than 2 electrons. And in the second and third orbit, you're allowed to have a maximum of 8 electrons. So I'm going to place here 2 electrons in the first orbit. I'm going to place 8 electrons in the second orbit for a total of 10. I need 19, so I need 9 more. I'm going to place 8 electrons in the third orbit for a total of 18. And I'm going to add another one in the fourth orbit for a total of 19. So this is the diagram of the potassium atom. To turn this atom into an ion, I have to either add or remove electrons. To turn an atom into an ion that has a positive charge, you have to remove electrons. So if I remove 1 electron from this atom, then this atom will become an ion. And the ion that I need is potassium 1 plus. So all that I have to do to have the diagram of the potassium 1 plus ion, I have to remove 1 electron. The electron that you remove from an atom is the electron from the outermost orbit. So in this case, I want to remove the electron from the fourth orbit. And if I do that, this atom becomes an ion of potassium 1 plus. And that's it. This is the diagram of the potassium 1 plus ion. For my second example, I have phosphorus 3 minus. So how do you draw the diagram of this ion? You start by drawing the diagram of the phosphorus atom. So if you look it up in the periodic table, you find that the phosphorus atom has 15 protons. To calculate the number of neutrons, notice that the number at the bottom of the phosphorus is 30.974. If you round it up to the nearest integer, that becomes 31. And from that, you subtract the number of protons. So 31 minus 15 equals 16 neutrons. And the number of electrons must be the same as the number of protons. So this atom has 15 electrons. So now that we have the information that we need to draw the diagram of the atom, we do it. So this one has 15 protons and 16 neutrons inside the nucleus of the atom. Now I'm going to place the 15 electrons in the correct orbits by following these rules right here. I'm going to place 2 electrons in the first orbit. I'm going to place 8 electrons in the second orbit for a total of 10. I need 15. So I'm going to place 5 electrons in the third orbit. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is the diagram of the phosphorus atom. Now I'm going to add electrons to turn this atom into an ion. Because I need the ion phosphorus 3 minus, I have to add 3 electrons. When I do that, I still have to follow the rules. That means in the third orbit, I cannot have more than 8 electrons. Right now, I have 5 electrons in the third orbit. So I'm going to add 3 more electrons to the third orbit to obtain the ion of phosphorus 3 minus. So if I add 1, now I have the ion phosphorus 1 minus. If I add another electron, now I have the ion phosphorus 2 minus. And if I add another electron to fill the third orbit, now I have the ion phosphorus 3 minus. And we're done. This is the diagram of the ion phosphorus 3 minus. Thank you for watching.